Hello everybody and welcome to MCW 188. Well, tomorrow night we'll be in Chicago, Illinois for Motor City Wrestling's Game Over pay-per-view event, but tonight we are in Youngstown, Ohio for the Go Home show. Start our night off, we have one half of a Pick Your Poison challenge in which the European champion Duncan Jones will go one-on-one with an opponent of his challenger Adam Crozier's choosing. Right after this we're going to see, give me 1 second here, right after this we're going to see as Chris Hunter goes one-on-one with Devin Porter, Judy Parker takes on Cindy Van Diver in our mid-card match of the evening. Right after that, then Deuce takes on Lana Del Rey in a handicap match. And finally, our main event, Adam Crozier, the challenger for the European champion, will face off against an opponent of Duncan Jones' choosing in our main event. Absolutely incredible show that we have planned out for you guys. And this is only, this is just our go-home show. Just wait till tomorrow night when we get Game Over going. But, like I said, we have a fucking stack show. I cannot wait to get through it here. Also, Brendan, I see what you said in the Discord. That is not at all a surprise to me. It usually just gets fucking muted. Like, Porsches get muted because of the fucking songs. Obviously, it is what it is. The VODs will be up on YouTube at some point anyway. And I always record while I'm streaming now, so that I don't have to worry about the fucking mutes. But either way. What's going on, Ice Queen? How you doing? Hands over snacks and drinks to everyone. Fuck yeah, I got my drink right here, so a fucking cold ass bottle of water, because, you know, try not to be too fat. Cannot forget the fuzzy blankets. I know one thing I'm not forgetting on this first match of the night. Let's go ahead and get to it. Duncan Jones sets a face up against an opponent of Adam Crozier's choosing. Who is it gonna be? Oh, hold on a moment. Hold on now just a moment. It looks like a member of Blood Money is going to be stepping up to the plate for this one. Duncan Jones has a lot of history with this faction.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Alexandria, Virginia. Weighing in at 282 pounds. Brian.
I am doing fantastic, Ice Queen. Thank you for asking. But it looks like it is going to be Brutal Brian Brutus of Blood Money facing off against Duncan Jones. Adam Crozier wants to make sure that Jones is weakened ahead of their European title clash tomorrow night. And as Brennan says, this is quite an odd choice. We know last week when we saw Blood Money get beaten down at the hands of Duncan Jones, Cody Gray, and the Block Party after Brian Brutus started attacking the winners of that 8-man tag team match. We all know now there is some tension between Blood Money and Adam Crozier following the events last week. Damian Deaver was blaming Crozier for the team's loss, and when Blood Money were subsequently on the receiving end of that attack, found themselves on the wrong end of the numbers game, Adam Crozier, he just let them fight their own battle, did not care. I must say it is awfully interesting that Brian Brutus is willing to step up against Duncan Jones here tonight, but don't forget that this isn't just helping Adam Crozier. If Brian...
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 197 pounds, the European champion, Duncan Jones.
If Brian Brutus can knock off Duncan Jones here tonight, if he can defeat the European champion, perhaps that opens the door for Brian Brutus to get an opportunity at the European Championship somewhere down the line. Perhaps even at Wrestling Palace, should Duncan Jones advance past Crozier tomorrow night. Now I'm curious on who Duncan Jones chose for Crozier. It could be anybody on the roster. We'll have to stick around for tonight's main event to find out. But Duncan Jones in tonight's opener set to face off against Brutal Brian Brutus in this non-title affair. As I mentioned before, Duncan Jones, he has a lot of history with blood money, a lot of negative history with this group. And I also can't help but notice that Damian Deaver is not at ringside. We saw last week Dustin James exacted a measure of revenge on the Diamond, doing to him what was done to James last month after the Block Party won the UPWA Tag Team Championship, as Brutus just tosses Duncan Jones across the ring. We know that Blood Money will face off against the Block Party for the tag team titles tomorrow night at MCW Game Over. But it seems as though Damian Deaver may not be there, may just be on the shelf after last week's attack. Either way, though, Duncan Jones maintains the offensive over Brian Brutus, looking for an elbow drop off the top. I have a hardcore feeling it's Cody Gray, but that is just a gut feeling. Wait, yeah, I just realized Deaver isn't at ringside. Yeah, no, he is not. Like I said, he, fucking taking punches with a diamond ring right to the face at such a close range. Well, it took Dustin James out for quite, but I can only imagine what it did to Damian Deaver. Brutus with a couple of kitchen sinks there. Oh, but Jones continues to fight back with these kicks. Oh, and just drops him down off that spinning soul kick. Brutus crumbles down to the mat. Duncan Jones overwhelming the Brutalist with his offense here. And taking a moment to slow down the pace with that headlock into a headstand, just taunting the Brutalist. Now a beautiful drop kick executed by the European champion. DJ gonna pick Brutus back up to his feet, takes him back down with a Hurricane Rana. Now goes to the outside, goes out to the apron. Jones is planning here, waiting for him to get back up to his feet. Looking for the slam dunk, couldn't quite connect. Brutus able to barely sidestep and just turned away. And that's going to force Jones to have to try it again. Runs back in. And still a rare misstep there by the champion. Now looking to follow up here with a neck breaker to Brutus. And now Jones may be looking for it for a third time. They say third time's the charm, and this time Duncan Jones lands the slam dunk in the center of the ring. Goes for the cover on Brutus to put this match away. But only a 2 count. Brutus gets that shoulder off the mat. This matchup going to continue on as Jones goes up to the top turnbuckle looking for a frog splash. No! Brutus gets those knees up to reverse the impact, but Jones maintains the offensive, sends Brutus into the corner, and now off the middle rope. Wait a second, looking for a cross armbar over the top rope, trying to break the shoulder of the Brutalist. Now rolls back inside, looking to take advantage, but Brutus catches him. Looking now for a massive, slam into the canvas. Jones right back up to his feet, though, gets caught once again. Now launched over the top rope and down to the floor below. Brian Brutus looking to finally gain an offensive in this contest. Picks him up and just tosses him at the ring apron there. Not finished yet. There's a quick stomp to the leg, and Jones rolls out of the way. But still gets caught. Brutus has him up into the Gorilla Press. And just taunting Duncan Jones, now just using him as a bench press. But Jones fights back into it. Quick dragon screw takes Brutus down. Going to pick him right back up to his feet. And now gets back inside the ring, perhaps to break the ref's count, or rather perhaps attempt to win via countout. Either way, Brutus back inside the ring, forced to get back in on his own accord, and now Duncan Jones takes advantage. Sort of a disrespectful slap to the back of the head before depositing him back to the outside. Now Jones rolls out after him. A quick stomp to the knee, but Brutus fires back. Able to shove Jones away. Oh, now a stiff shot to the midsection. Quick right hand as well. This one up into the Gorilla Press once again, but this time Duncan Jones able to reverse into a Yoshi Tonic. But of course, cannot get a pinfall outside the ring. This match going to continue inside. It looks like as both men return between the ropes. And now Brutus has a hold of Jones, going to bring him. No, maybe not. That may have been a mistake by Brutus as Jones fights free from the hold. And now, oh, punch to the gut. Jones going over and drops him down with a famouser. Now going to follow up here with a leg drop across the arm. Duncan Jones in firm control here as he picks Brutus up and takes him back down to the neckbreaker. Follows up with a splash. And now out of the corner. The slam dunk couldn't get the job done. He couldn't land the frog splash, but maybe he can take Brutus out with a culture shock. No, Brutus sidesteps him. These two know each other so well after the wars that Jones has been through against Blood Money in the past. And now Brian Brutus just caving in the chest with that massive club. Not finished yet. Tosses him into the turnbuckle. And now pressing that boot into the back, keeping Jones down. Just a vicious display of power here by the Brutalist. And now going to bring Jones into the corner. That was Brutus thinking here, looking for a cradle slam, just drops him down. And now Brutus, with evil intentions, up to the middle rope, looking for a brutal bomb. Hooks the leg, shoulders are down. And no, only a 2 count. Jones gets the shoulder up. Now going to pick him back up. Has a hold of him. Going to bring him into the corner once again, but Jones this time able to fight free. Now kicks to the gut and delivers with a slam dunk out of nowhere. Will that be enough to put Brutus away? Duncan Jones with the pin, but still only a 2 count. Sorry about that small anxiety attack. LOL, there goes his ribcage. I hope you're doing alright there. Oh! Big frog splash off the top rope. Jones goes for the cover, and no, only a 2 count still. I would not be surprised at all if Jones's ribcage is thoroughly feeling that brutal bomb, but now looking for the Diamond Hammer. Into the cover, shoulders are down, leg is hooked, and no, only a 2. Still, just a 2 count. Neither man willing to stay down for the count of 3, but Brian Brutus may be about to force the submission out of the European champion here tonight, and Jones has had enough. Duncan Jones forced to tap out and is not going to be able to hold up his end of this Pick Your Poison challenge. Brian Brutus picking up a huge victory over the European champion here tonight, but it doesn't look like he's quite finished yet. Continuing to just assault Duncan Jones. Without a doubt, some ill will remaining after last week's assault on Damian Deaver, courtesy of the Block Party, assisted by Duncan Jones. But regardless, we got to go ahead and move on to our next match of the night. Stick around, because up next, we have a couple more heavy hitters in the form of Chris Hunter and Big Devin Porter set to clash. Now that was a fire opener. Was this asked upon Crozier, or was this Brutus just sending a message? Honestly, probably the latter. I don't think Brian Brutus is going to do anything that Adam Crozier says, especially after last week. Blood Money, Adam Crozier, not exactly on good terms. They already weren't on good terms, but last week certainly didn't help. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and get this next match going. Well, first, let me go ahead and pay the bets out for that one. Brian Brutus with a huge victory over Duncan Jones. And I'm going to go ahead and pay y'all out for that one real quick. Well, like I said, it is now time for our next match of the night. Chris Hunter sets to go one-on-one with Big Dev. Let's go ahead and get that one going for you guys. Brennan, I guarantee you Brian Bruce is already making enough money just by being part of Blood Money.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Joe Sullivan from Cape Town, South Africa. Weighing in at 248 pounds, Chris Hunter.
Now, last week we saw Joe Sullivan lay out the challenge to Big Dev backstage. And after the challenge was accepted for their exhibition match, well, Big Dev just ran through the Sonoran Savage with ease. Tonight, the Cape Town Killer, Chris Hunter, looks to try his fare at toppling the Giant. Chris Hunter, without a doubt, one of the hardest hitters in all of the UPWA. And that can very heavily be attributed to his boxing background. And even though Devin Porter is going to have a power advantage in this matchup, you have to wonder just how well he'll be able to endure the strikes of his opponent tonight.
And his opponent, accompanied by Wild Thing T.J. Porter from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in at 300 pounds, the Punisher, Devin Porter.
Now, last week was a return to form for Big Devin Porter. After losing a couple of critical matches over the past couple of weeks, the first one being that gauntlet match in which he was unsuccessful at defeating Cody Gray in order to advance, followed by his loss to Adam Crozier the next week. But last week, that quick win over Joe Sullivan, I think, re-cemented in everybody's mind the threat that the Punisher poses to the MCW men's division. But now Chris Hunter looks to put an end to this threat by knocking out Big Dev here tonight. And starting things off strong with, some Snake Eyes, follows up with a double axe handle right to the side of the head. You don't pick on a guy that listens to Hatsune Miku on his way to the ring. And wait a minute. Oh my God, what a powerbomb there from Devin Porter. I gotta point this out. The way that he picked Chris Hunter up, normally a deadlift powerbomb is already an incredible enough feat of strength, but the way that he did it just by holding one leg of the Cape Town Killer is just insane to think about. Now isolating that leg as he delivers a stiff kick from the other side of the rope. And Hatsune Miku, isn't she the fucking, the Joshi that, like, sings on the way down to the ring or some shit? The one that was in AEW a couple of times. Now Chris Hunter with a stiff right hand, gonna turn Porter around, looking for a Russian leg sweep, transitions to deliver a couple of, just a series of rights right to the jaw. And he's not finished yet, has a hold of the head, gives him a couple of lefts for good measure. Oh, it gets caught with a neck breaker, does Chris Hunter. I don't know, I just feel like Hatsune, I feel like that name, Maki Ito, that's who I'm thinking of, thank you. Alright, I have no fucking clue who Hatsune Miku is then. And now Chris Hunter just dribbling the head of Devin Porter on the mat. Quick stomp to the face, turns him over for a camel clutch. But Big Dev, well, from my point of view, it looks like his foot is underneath the bottom rope outside the ring, which would initiate a break, but I don't think the referee could quite see it. Regardless, Porter manages to break up the hold. Break out of it himself, and now he's just following up with a series of offense. Devastating brainbuster there, connects. Oh, and now a club right to the back. Chris Hunter. Porter to the top turnbuckle, looking for the MAD. The same way that he put away Joe Sullivan last week, but Chris Hunter not going to fall to the same fate. Porter maintaining the offensive, however, going to bring Hunter into the corner, quickly turns him around, but he's not finished yet. What the frick is Porter thinking here? Going to the top turnbuckle. And Big Devin Porter looking for a big avalanche powerbomb. Punisher bomb off the top rope, going for the cover. It's still only a 2 count. Chris Hunter, I don't know how he had it in him to kick out at 2 right there. But Porter now going to the top turnbuckle yet again. Maybe looking for another mutually assured destruction, but no. Hunter getting back up to his feet. And Porter takes him down with a diving club to the back. Now Porter with a series of left hands. Now looking to dish out some rights, but Hunter able to reverse the mount. And deliver a couple of strikes of his own. Now going after the leg here. Continuing to target that left leg of Big Dev. And oh my god, look at the blood just rushing out of Chris Hunter's face. He has taken a lot of punishment thus far. And Porter now looking to dish out a little bit more with another deadlift powerbomb. And Porter again going after that leg. Now drops a knee right across the back. Going to pick Hunter up to his feet. Sends him into the corner yet again. Porter once more going to turn him around. Maybe thinking about another avalanche Punisher bomb. But Hunter now looking for some snake eyes in the corner. Just drops him down to the mat. Hunter back in control. Sending him head first into the mat repeatedly. Quick stomp for good measure. Now a knuckle sandwich trying to crush the skull. But Porter fights back up to his feet. Elbow to the midsection looking for a neck breaker. Hunter trying for a clothesline. Gets blocked. Now Porter has him again. Sets him up against the ropes. But gets dumped over the top rope and down to the floor by the Cape Town Killer. This match spilling out to the ringside area. Hunter going to pick Porter up. Quick right hand and another. Now a knife edge and a couple of jabs here. Hunter. Oh! Just charging up that right hand and delivered an emphatic punch right across the face. Now a Boston Crab on the floor. Cannot score the submission victory out here, but he's going to do some damage. Ref had a count of 5. Oh, Porter with a block. Or dodge, rather. Now looking for a back suplex. No, into a face buster. Count of 7 from the referee. Porter gets back inside, maybe thinking count out. No, going to break the referee's count instead. Oh, now a stiff right hand and continues to unload with a series of punches and strikes and kicks. Hunter back up to his feet. Right hand connects. And now trying to get back inside. He does not want to fight at ringside any longer. Just waiting for Porter to get back in. Has a hold of him. Looking for... Oh! A pop-up punch from Hunter. And now these lefts right to the ear. And he's not finished yet. Waiting for him to get back up just to drop him down yet again. And Porter again defiantly trying to get back up to his feet. Hunter brings him right back down. Avoids the clothesline. Has a hold of him. Takes him down with a fireman's carry. Now brings him back up to his feet. KO punch. He's down. He's out. He goes for the pin. And just like that, Chris Hunter knocks off the Punisher. In what was a hell of a fight between these two behemoths, There it is once again, that avalanche Punisher bomb. I think we all believed it was over right then and there. But somehow, Chris Hunter had the will to get the shoulder up and keep on going. And then there's that KO punch that ultimately found its mark across the face and would earn Hunter the win. Impeccable performances given by both of these athletes here tonight. But in the end, Chris Hunter does what he said he was going to do, and he knocks out the Punisher. Definitely should have been over after that powerbomb. I don't know how Hunter had enough in him to kick out. I do not either. But that is just the beast that this superstar is. Chris Hunter, just an absolute monster in that ring sometimes. And tonight was one of those times without a doubt. But now it's time for our next match of the night, our mid-card match of the night. Stick around as Judy Parker gets set to clash with longtime rival, the Golden Goddess, Cindy Van Diver. Fucking incredible match right there. As you said, MCW is not disappointing tonight. Thus far. Let's see here. Yeah, I also saw something earlier that I wanted to read. Not even close. Maki either seems like she would like Devin Porter. Oh, I can totally see that as I fucking unplug my goddamn headset. Gotta fucking love when this shit happens. I gotta fucking try my best to see these damn tiny ass icons. Here we go, got the headset right. Anyway. Time for our next match. We got Judy Parker taking on Cindy Van Diver 1-on-1. Let's go ahead and see it. Does Sammy Guevara still have heat?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Judy Parker.
Now, Judy Parker and Cindy Van Diver, these are two superstars who know each other incredibly well. They have fought over the UPWA Women's Championship many times over on Extreme Takedown Wrestling. Hell, we are on the path to Wrestling Palace right now. Last year at Wrestling Palace, those two competed for the UPWA Women's Championship. And on that night, we saw Judy Parker pick up perhaps the biggest victory of her career. But now here on MCW, these two's paths have crossed yet again. In recent weeks, Emily Sharp, the International Women's Champion Emily Sharp, well, it was announced that Cindy Van Diver would be her #1 contender, and she will face Van Diver tomorrow night at MCW Game Over. However, last week, after having been defeated by Roxanne Graves, Emily Sharp teamed up with the Bakers to take on Graves, as well as Judy Parker and Donna Kay. And after that match was over,
And from West Palm Beach, Florida, Cindy Van Diver.
or rather at the very end of that match, Roxanne Graves, as she went to break up the pinfall that would end the contest, Cindy Van Diver made her presence known by interfering, preventing Graves from being able to get inside the ring to break up the pin. As a result, Amanda Knight would manage to defeat Donna Kay and pick up the win for her team. Meanwhile, Van Diver, after taking out Roxanne Graves at ringside, she went on to finish off the Bakers, as well as hit a GDT on Judy Parker onto a steel chair. And as a result of that conflict, we're seeing these two's paths cross once again inside the squared circle here tonight on MCW 188. Judy Parker trying to put this matchup away early with that suplex, but Van Diver kicks out at 1. Now the Golden Goddess going to bring Parker up against the ropes. Quick snapmare takes her down. And now runs right at her. Oh! Not even entirely sure what to call that, but it certainly was effective. Judy Parker, however, back in control. Now looking for some sort of cradle, maybe a Samoan drop, but Van Diver manages to escape. And from behind, going to send Parker into the corner. Oh, quick back elbow there connects. And Van Diver with a kick right to the gut. Now a handspring back elbow connects. Not finished yet, continuing to rub these elbows right across the face of the opponent. Oh, and now a stiff soccer-style kick right across the midsection sends Parker reeling. Van Diver now to the top turnbuckle. What is she thinking here as she waits for Parker to get back up to her feet, looking for a diving crossbody, takes Parker off her feet. As the hand pinned just drops a knee right across the elbow before picking Parker back up. Oh, spinning solo kick, looking out for a Golden Wizard. And just like that, this match could already be over. Van Diver going for the cover. Outside leg is hooked, but only a 2 count. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep Parker down for 3. But Van Diver may be looking to put her away once and for all. Looking for the GDT there. Parker manages to avoid her. Follows back up with a suplex. And now a vicious knee drop with a lot of elevation behind it, no less. Quick sweep of the leg there from Van Diver. Now a headlock into the headstand. And transitions back into the headlock does the Golden Goddess. Off the ropes with a springboard moonsault. Finds his mark. Proves to be very effective. Once again into the headlock. Van Diver at this point just toying with Judy Parker, it seems. Van Diver not treating Parker as a threat, and that could come back to bite her as this match continues on. Parker launched over the top rope and down to the floor below. Van Diver looking to capitalize, looking for an Indian Deathlock on the floor here. Cannot gain the submission victory, but she can do a whole lot of damage out here. Relinquishes the hold, moving on to something else as she picks Parker up. Oh, slap right across the face. Couple of elbows. Oh, and now another slap launches her into the barricade. Stiff punch. Now a quick left hook across the body. And now an Irish whip sending her just spine first across the steel. Count of 7 by the referee. Van Diver looking to take the count out win here. Parker is down and out at ringside. Finally starting to stir. Draws Van Diver outside yet again. But now Parker, having been given some time to breathe, fights her way back into it. Sends Van Diver face first into the ring post. Gonna bring the Golden Goddess back inside. And Winston gets caught into a GDT. Floats over and hooks the leg, does Van Diver. Shoulders are down. But only a 2. Van Diver claiming that was 3. But off the ropes with the springboard moonsault. Gets right back on the action. Spinning solo kick. Oh man, what a club. Right to the back of the knee, and Van Diver may be hurt after that misstep. Van Diver not in a good way, and Judy Parker going to take full advantage of the potential injury. Couple of stops to the hamstring, and now a 3rd. Judy Parker going right after the damaged leg of Van Diver. Oh, takes full advantage. She just beels her across the ring so effortlessly. Van Diver with a couple of strikes, unable to break the defenses of Judy Parker. Parker now launches her into the corner, stiff right hand. And now a couple of body shots in the right hand to the face. And just tosses her all the way across the ring. Parker's becoming unhinged. Now has Van Diver grounded, unleashes these right hands into the skull. It's not finished yet, setting up, looking for the inverted cloverleaf. The same move she had Emily Sharp locked into last week before she was hit with a chair by the Golden Goddess, trying to force Van Diver to tap out, targeting the legs here. Will Van Diver submit? No. Wait a minute, Parker gonna go for the cover. She thinks Van Diver is out. Ref doesn't see the rope break, and that's a 3! Van Diver had the ropes, but the referee never saw a thing.
Here is your winner, Judy Parker.
And just like that, Judy Parker picks up the win over the Golden Goddess. Say what you want about the end result, but in the end, you have to say that Judy Parker is the winner of tonight's contest. What a match between these two longtime rivals. But now it is time for our next match of the night. Stick around, because up next we have a handicap match. Deuce set to take on La Armada del Mexico. Up next. Damn, what a fucking match. What a story they told at the end there. What a fucking story they told at the end. That spinning soul kick that sets up for the Golden Wizard. Van Diver gets caught. Parker with a fucking devastating club that actually looks like it injures Van Diver. That was insane. Let's see here. And then Parker just going after that leg too was fucking awesome. Setting her up for the prism trap, setting her up for that fucking inverted clover leaf at the end. And I like the idea that she went for the pin. Like, Van Diver refused to tap, but she didn't have enough in her to kick out. Instead, she went for the rope break, and it just wasn't seen by the referee. Personally, I think both those superstars are protected after that fucking finish. 3 matches so far have been really good. I'm scared. Yeah, we're getting really close to our main event. We haven't had a single bad match yet. This is a little worrying, I'm not gonna lie. Well, either way, we gotta go ahead and move on to our next match of the night. Stick around for this handicap action as Deuce gets set to take on La Armada del Mexico.
The following contest is a 3-on-1 handicap match. Introducing first, from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 248 pounds, Deuce.
And as you heard, not Greg Hamilton announced, this is now officially been made a 3-on-1 handicap match. I have received confirmation that due to the attack from Deuce earlier tonight against Straight Edge, unfortunately, Straight Edge is no longer medically cleared to compete tonight. Deuce requested this 4-on-1 handicap match, and now he has gone and taken out one of his opponents early, making this into a 3-on-1. Well, you can bet your ass that with Straight Edge down for the count, Deuce has only awakened even further aggression out of La Armada. I really got scared this turned into a 1-on-1 by the start of MCW. Now, in actuality, if I could have a 4-on-1 handicap match, like, I would have had that.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 548 pounds.
If I could do a 4-on-1 handicap match, I wouldn't have written Straight Edge out. But unfortunately, the most you can do is a 3-on-1 in 2K22. Which it really doesn't make sense. You can do 4-on-4, so why the fuck can't you do like 4-on-1s, 4-on-2s, and 4-on-3s? Either way, though, La Armada del Mexico, led by Pedro Rodriguez, who stands alongside Aztecsco, multi-time UPWA Tag Team Champions, the inaugural World Tag Team Champions, and of course Santana Santos, the winner of the 2023 Royal Rumble match. Santana Santos will go on, or rather 2022 Rumble match. I believe that took place at the end of 2022. Santana Santos will go on to face the UPWA champion, whoever that may be, in the main event of Wrestling Palace here next month. But Deuce has been gunning to take that opportunity away from El Tigre Mexicano for several weeks. Rather, for the past 2 months, he's been desperately trying to take that opportunity from Santos because Deuce feels that he deserved the opportunity more. He felt that he was unfairly eliminated from the Royal Rumble matchup. And he's been taking his frustrations out on Santos ever since. But now Rodriguez up to the top turnbuckle. Could be looking... nope, gonna step down. Instead, gonna grab a hold of Deuce, but Deuce fights back. Elbows right to the gut. And it looks like the purebred athlete has already been busted open quicker than a Jon Moxley match. But Deuce now kicks to the gut, looking for a suplex perhaps. Rodriguez, however, able to finesse his way out. Find the reversal. Now picks the purebred athlete right back up. However, he gets caught into a jawbreaker. Oh, knee to the gut. And, oh! Sort of a modified Falcon arrow there from Deuce. Takes down Rodriguez, but now Rodriguez going to make the tag out to Locally Lopez. A lot of history between these two superstars. At one point in time, these two competed over the UPWA Championship on separate occasions, multiple occasions. The first being at Soul Survivor 2019. And the rivalry would go on, revolving the UPWA Championship for the next several months. Yeah, when it was first announced, I was like, ooh, let's get it. Then I realized something wasn't right. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish you could do 4-on-1s. That should be fucking dope, but, you know, 2K gotta be. Deuce delivers a massive gore, trying to break Lopez in half. He's gonna go for the cover to put El Último Azteca away, but he only scores a 2 count. Thus far, Deuce has done a great job at holding his own. Now forces Lopez to make a tag out to Santos, the last fresh man in for La Armada del Mexico. And Deuce with a knee to the gut, now a kick to the guts. And, oh, vicious neck breaker. Sending shockwaves up the spine. Santos all the way up to the neck. But Santos with a couple of kicks to the midsection. And off the bottom rope with a poison Rana to Deuce. Tag now made back to Rodriguez. Brings him into the corner. But Deuce with a quick back elbow to fight free. Now has a hold of him, looking for a massive spine buster. Sends him crashing back first into the mat, but Rodriguez with a couple of elbows. Continues to fight on, does the master manipulator as he delivers the cross cutter. Not finished yet, picks Deuce right back up. Now looking, thought for a second going to lock in La Guillotina, but instead brings Deuce into La Armada's corner, tags in Locally Lopez. This isn't just about getting the win for La Armada here tonight. These guys are intent on taking Deuce out once and for all in order to protect Santana Santos' shot at Wrestling Palace. Oh, and Deuce with a massive STO takes down Lopez. Going for the cover, lateral press employed, but Lopez able to kick out at 1. Now bringing him back up to his feet, just drops him with a right hand. Quick stomp to the knee, Lopez back up. Kicks the knee of his own. Now from behind, going around, looking for the Russian leg sweep onto the arm for good measure. As he picks Deuce right back up. And now a single leg takedown. Helicopters back over to the front before making a tag back to Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez picks him back up and takes him out with right lies. Into the cover, Rodriguez falls. Shoulders are down, leg is hooked. And no, only a 2 count. Deuce manages to power out at the last possible moment. Rodriguez, though, just going to continue to inflict punishment. Now off the ropes, looking for the springboard moonsault. Deuce rolls out of the way. Going to pick him right back up. Sets him up here, kicks to the gut. Deuce looking here for some Deuce's Wild. Now the cover as he hooks the leg. Shoulders are down, but only a 2. Deuce is holding his own without a doubt. If anybody could survive a 3-on-1 handicap match against La Armada del Mexico, I think it's got to be someone with the power, quickness, and just explosive energy of Deuce. And, oh, now a stun gun to Rodriguez. That he is indeed. Nice to see you're still here, Ice Queen. These two just trading kicks to the gut. Oh, uppercut. Takes out the knee. And a snap DDT. Lateral press. Going for the cover. But still only a 2 count. Lurking. Fair enough. Fair enough. Always appreciate a good lurk. Rodriguez up to the top once again. But still getting cold feet. Does not want to execute that top rope offense. And now Deuce going to take advantage of the hesitation as he starts to fight back here. Oh, now a DDT of his own. Just laid Rodriguez out, scrubbing his face into the mat now. And you would think that because Rodriguez is wearing the mask, that it would alleviate some of the pressure of having his face rubbed against the mat. However, now he has the mask rubbing around his face on the inside there. That just makes it even more effective, in my opinion. But Rodriguez going for the cover. Deuce getting his foot on the rope. I'm glad this referee at least acknowledges rope break. But now Pedro Rodriguez is going to tag out to Santana Santos, who brings Deuce right into the corner. Santos hasn't gotten a lot of action in this matchup, but he's looking to make the most of the opportunity he has here. Sends Deuce face first into the corner. Brings him up to the middle rope. And now looking for a Hurricane Rana, sends him crashing down to the mat. And Santos already has had enough. So Santos getting tagged in every once in a while just to inflict a bit more punishment on the Deuce, trying to keep Deuce guessing. And that opens the door for Lopez to deliver Templo Azteca. Now the cover. Lateral press hooks the outside leg. The shoulders are down. And Lopez picks up the win. Well, as you guys said, Deuce, he gave it his all. He absolutely held his own against this trio of luchadors.
Here are your winners.
However, in the end, 3-on-1 odds are 3-on-1 odds. And especially when those three are led by the master manipulator Pedro Rodriguez, you stand very little chance of toppling the numbers. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Stick around because coming up next, we have Adam Crozier facing off in his side of the Pick Your Poison Challenge. His opponent has been chosen by European champion Duncan Jones, who he will face for the championship tomorrow night at MCW Game Over. But for now, Adam Crozier gets set to face off against this mystery opponent in tonight's main event. And I'll get the best paid out here in just a moment. Now that was a good-ass handicap match as well. Again, Deuce absolutely held his own, and I think that made for a much more exciting match. There were a couple of moments where I thought Deuce might have been able to pull it out, like when he hit Pedro Rodriguez with Deuce is Wild. But I think that was the closest that he got to the win. Unfortunately, it just was not meant to be. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get it going. We got our main event up next. Adam Crozier taking on an opponent of Duncan Jones's choosing. Who shall it be?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Chosen One, Adam Crusher.
Now, ever since shortly after his debut, Adam Crozier has just absolutely shocked the MCW division, racking up win after win after win after win. Adam Crozier currently on an 8-match win streak. He has not been defeated in several months. And he may just push forward with his streak to claim the European Championship tomorrow night at MCW Game Over. However, tonight, before he can get there, he has one final roadblock in the form of this man. Oh, hold on a moment. Oh, hold on a moment.
And his opponent from Fort Wayne, Indiana, weighing in at 226 pounds, Cody Gray.
It is none other than the good guy. Cody Gray marches down to the ring with a purpose. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars. Cody Gray has been on the forefront in this war against Adam Crozier. It all started many months ago when these two were forced to team up in a tag team match. Dissension and disrespect reigned supreme, however, and we saw Crozier turn against Cody Gray by the end of things. Since then, Cody Gray has been on a mission, oh my god, a mission to humble the Second City Sinner, but it is already not looking very good for the good guy here tonight. These two have had one face-off in the past inside the ring, and that was during the gauntlet match in which Cody Gray had already gone through Pedro Rodriguez as well as Big Devin Porter before being finished off by the final participant in said gauntlet match, that being Adam Crozier. Tonight, however, the odds are even. Both men are fresh heading into this contest, and now Adam Crozier has the opportunity to put away the good guy once and for all. Crozier with an eye rake. Oh, Gray with the back elbow. Oh, Crozier with one of his own. And now from behind, looking for the Russian leg sweep to Cody Gray, takes him down. And the follow-up here as he targets the arm, pulling against the shoulder, trying to dislocate it. As now brings Gray right back up to his feet, takes him down with the Anarch knee. And into the cover here to put Gray away, but he only gets a 2 count. Cody Gray is not in a good way thus far. Crozier going to pick him up. Could be setting up here, looking for the Crozier cage. Double leg takedown. Steps through it, pulls him back, locks him into the cage. And Cody Gray could be forced to submit very early on in tonight's matchup. Cody Gray has just been getting decimated. Wait a second, Gray able to fight free. Rolls back up to his feet, delivers a roundhouse. Now a kick, and looking for Code Red. Silver Star Bomb employed by the good guy as he now locks in the Cody Clutch. Turnabout's fair play for Adam Crozier. Now he is locked into Cody Gray's patented submission hold. However, he's able to quickly find the escape with a back elbow. Now another one, as well as a stiff forearm, follows up with double knees to the arm. Now targeting the shoulder here, trying to snap it. Adam Crozier not finished yet. Could be waiting for Gray to get back up to his feet. And Gray attempting to do so. But Crozier once again has him by the arm. Now from behind looking. Oh man, what a sort of a sidewalk slam there. Targeting the arm primarily as well. But Gray able to avoid the moonsault. And now setting Crozier up, looking here for a screwdriver. Dropping him on his head. Going for the cover. Shoulders are down, leg is hooked. And Cody Gray only gets a 2. Cody Gray looking to become the first man since Adam Crozier's debut to defeat the Second City Sinner. Off the ropes, delivers a springboard moonsault. Now Duncan Jones' momentum was already halted earlier tonight when he was unsuccessful at holding up his end of the Pick Your Poison challenge, was defeated, was submitted even, by brutal Brian Brutus. Tonight, Adam Crozier attempts to prevent himself from suffering the same fate at the hands of Cody Gray, now locks him into the Crozier cage yet again. Trying to force the tap from the good guy. He's got him locked in deep, but no. Relinquishes the hold, instead going for the cover. Lateral press here. Is that enough to keep Gray down? And yes, it is. Cody Gray once again succumbs to the Crozier cage, unable to put away Adam Crozier on this night. Still, you have to admire the effort put in by the good guy. Here it was that Cody Clutch was firmly locked in on Crozier, and right here we thought it might have been it as well. There it is a second time. The screwdriver delivered by Cody Gray, but it would only garner him a 2 count.
Here is your winner, the Chosen One, Adam Crozier.
As we saw, Adam Crozier would manage to kick out at 2 and would survive long enough to lock Gray back in to the Crozier cage in order to ultimately force him to pass out. Adam Crozier secures his 9th win in a row. Tomorrow night he will battle Duncan Jones for the European Championship. And if he scores his 10th win, he will become the new European champion. But that is tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when MCW Game Over will take place. Be sure to tune in. But for now, I got to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Brendan and Ice Queen, for sticking around throughout the show. Always appreciate the lurks. Always appreciate the engagement. Like I said, be sure to tune into MCW Game Over tomorrow night. But for now, this was MCW number 188. Live from Youngstown, Ohio. And this is your boy Doug the Dog 6, and I am signing off. You guys have a fucking wonderful night. You guys have a happy Thursday. And I'll catch you guys next time. So you have a wonderful night, everyone. Stay safe, hands over a fuzzy blanket, and a bottle of water to everyone. Do not forget the snacks. Never forget the fucking snacks. Never. Never. In fact, I'm honest about that. Fucking snack as soon as I do off the air here. But I digress. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I will catch you guys tomorrow for some MCW Game Over. Have a good night, guys.